So this is not us who's playing Soul Sacrifice. It's actually Keiji Inafune himself, and we have him here for interview at Gamelab 2014. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So it's been some time since you left Capcom. First of all, how are you feeling?
So he's very happy because he can make the game he always wanted to make, and of course he has been making games that he wanted to make at Capcom as well. But now he has a lot more freedom, so he's happier now.
Okay, on Mighty number 9, which is the status of the project, and did your ambition changed based on what you got from the crowdfunding campaign?
He always expected to correct the money we actually ended up in correcting. So in terms of a game scale, it has not been changed. So in case he ended up in collecting less money than he expected, he was going to scale down the game. But in the end, we collected the money we wanted to collect. So he didn't have to change the scale of the game. Yeah.
And what about the status of the project right now? The development, how is it going?
It is going extremely well, and the gameplay is getting better and better every day. And especially he feels the control, a feel is the most important for this kind of game, and that is actually getting much better and better every day. So it's not just him, but the entire Mighty number 9 team is very happy for this to see this great progress of this development.
Okay, of course you were really important in the Dead Rising creation. What do you think about the Dead Rising 3? And are you happy now that there is a Dead Rising movie coming?
Okay, so for Dead Rising 3, because Xbox One is coming to Japan this September, he still hasn't got a chance to play the game, so he very much look forward to playing it. But as far as the media goes, he's hearing that Dead Rising 3 is doing very well in the rest of the world, so he's pretty sure it is a great game and he looks forward to playing it. And as for the Dead Rising film, the movie, he always wanted to make this Dead Rising game as a game that you can create a movie out of it. So it has been always his goal. So now he's very happy to see that his goal is now going to be realized.
Regarding Yaiba, what was the reception for the game you felt? And is there anything you wanted to change, or if you could go back to the game you wanted to improve?
So he realizes that there are not so good reviews out there of the game, and he feels responsible for that. But as far as the game content goes, he's very satisfied that he has created a great game as an original great game. So if there was anything that he should have changed, is he should not have given it the name of Ninja Gaiden, and release it as a completely original game. So that's maybe something he wanted to change if he can go back to the development once again. Yeah.
The game you were playing was obviously Soul Sacrifice Delta, and it has some improvements. It almost feels like a pre-sequel, like a game in the middle of the first game, and then is that a door open to a sequel? Is that what you wanted to make?
So basically, we cannot really say there's going to be a sequel, but when he created the Delta, he implemented all the improvements and also took the players' feedback, so that it's going to be it can work as like a middle sequel to the actual sequel. So we cannot really say there's going to be a sequel for sure, but it is possible. Yes.
You defined Soul Sacrifice as some sort of horror game from Keiji Inafune, but would you try a more traditional horror genre like Shinji Mikami's The Evil Within?
He's a big fan of zombies and also the horror games. So he really wants to make a serious horror game. But as you can imagine, the serious horror games actually cost a lot of money. So if he succeeds in collecting enough money, say like from a Kickstarter or maybe from some publisher, of course, why not?
みたいなと思います。
This year is The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap 10th anniversary. Any special memory you were producing that game? Any special memory you want to share about that game? And do you think it's a genre you want to try, like make a Zelda game or something similar?
So it was a very unique experience as a Capcom employee, because everything you do had to be approved by Miyamoto-san. So it was Capcom development, but it was the game made in Nintendo style. And it was a very unique experience, and including himself, his entire team learned a lot of things from working with Miyamoto-san. So if he can do the similar project as a part of the Comcept project, his company project, he will be very happy. He'll be very interested in doing the same, similar project.
Due to your crowdfunding success, have you given Suzuki-san any advice on how to succeed on the crowdfunding campaigns so he can fund maybe a Shenmue game or something?
Actually, last night he shared a dinner with Suzuki-san, and he talked about this crowdfunding thing. And what he told Suzuki-san is that for crowdfunding, of course you need to think about the gamers when you create the game. Even if you belong to a big publisher, but for crowdfunding, you need to think about the gamers even more, because your connection between with you and the gamer is much more stronger and much more tighter. So you need to carefully understand what gamers want and explain that this is a game you want, so please give us funding. That kind of attitude is very important.
Okay, Inafune-san, thank you very much, and now you can keep playing.
Thank you.